talk Mission Impossible. I think this franchise just gets better and better as it goes along, just with finding unique ways to top the next one. And just when you think that it can't get better, it does. And I think that's what's interesting about it, is that, I think that I can enjoy every single Mission Impossible movie, other than, obviously, the second one. But that's beyond the point. But I think the other 5, I think, just tell a genre so differently, and no two films in this genre, or no two films in this are the same, but have similar elements. But again, and because it's like, at this point, a 23-year-old franchise, you could see how, and if you just watch, back to back Mission Impossible to Mission Impossible Fallout, you'll see that they're kind of 2 different films that just happen to have the same lead. And I think that's the charm. That's kind of interesting. Is like the original Mission Impossible stands so much alone. I think, and as you veer towards the later part, I could see why people could get confused that you truly need to watch all the other ones, especially in Fallout. But I think those types of films, like, I know it's not as big as a culmination as like Endgame if it was, but Fallout definitely delivered fan service a lot, and deliberately so. And I think I came to really respect this franchise, because as they keep substituting characters, and I think as much as Tom Cruise and Ethan Hunt is so great, as obviously he's the best character, the main character of the franchise, but I've also come to love those supporting characters. And I think it's just as much as Bond is known for the hero and the villain, the Mission Impossible franchise has some pretty good villains. Like, honestly, Fallout with Henry Cavill was pretty phenomenal. I thought he was well matched for Ethan Hunt, for Tom. And then, of course, I just think, and then of course, the villain in Mission Impossible 3 and the Rabbit's Foot, so memorable. And then the original one with Max and the other guy and the leader, and how the first one is kind of like a mystery spy heist type elements in film, while it shifts to MI6 stuff. Well, MI6 was good the whole way, but and it deals with consequences for MI6 actions and how Ethan Hunt responds to that. And through all these films, you become more and more Ethan becomes more and more relatable. And I think a lot of and the reason why I feel like most of the action scenes feel more realistic is because they're using stunts instead of CGI. And when I mean stunts, I'm not just talking a stuntman. I'm talking Tom Cruise is doing them, his own stunts. So when you see him jumping through the window, he broke his foot, and that's actually the take they put in the film. But it looks so much more realistic when you see, because most times they cut away from the face because it's obviously a stunt double, right? Or it's CGI. But in this time, they could actually show Ethan Hunt's reaction to riding on a motorcycle, jumping through buildings, fighting people, because they can show his true reactions. And it's actually Tom Cruise. Obviously, that's not the same for all the other characters, but Tom Cruise and Ethan Hunt is the main wide sold. And even though I think the stunt doubles do really good in that job, and I've always said this all my life, So you gotta give a lot of credit to those stunt doubles, to those stunts, because if it wasn't for them, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be possible. And I think on that CGI note, yeah, it does make a difference. I think if, it does make a difference. When you just knowing's half the battle. If you know that that's CGI, it kind of takes away. If you know it's a stunt double, not as much as CGI, because you know it's still someone doing it. But how great would it be that the guy who's acting as your hero is actually jumping through a building? So yeah, I think that's pretty exciting. But and then also, let's also go. That's kind of going off track. But I also like the mysteries and the twists. I think every film in the franchise, even two, can add twists to it, and twists you're anticipating, but you don't know what they are. And that's what's so interesting is just when you think you know it, they twist it around, and I think that's really exciting. And I think I also like the side characters. I thought I was going there for this, but I didn't. So yes, side characters. So like Benji, the Jeremy Renner was in the fourth and fifth film. Like, did you guys know that? You got, and you got, Elsa, was that her name? Like the girl, Elsa, and of course Julia returned in Fallout, and she was in 3. So I like the camaraderie, and I've already talked, and I think I'll do, and I think, come on, we cannot mention the Mission Impossible series if we do not mention the major action and set pieces, because I love that. That Dubai sequence has everything I said about stunts, everything I said about how great this is an action film, and how great Tom Cruise is, and the supporting cast, all, and twists and villains, all in one sequence. Whether you're talking about him climbing the building, whether you're talking about them switching the rooms and they get mixed up and with masks, and whether they have to catch Tom Cruise from falling, whether they have to do all this stuff, it happens in one fantastic sequence. Like, come on, guys. Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation. What happens there? Oh yeah, there's a motorcycle chase, like throughout this other city, and like blah blah blah. And you have to jump into water and hope to not drown while stealing stuff. So I think it works best when all of this combined for an amazing film.